Okay. Next one is about palm oil. You know palm oil, palm olive, palm oil, palm olive is a soap, palm oil. So what do we understand? The whole passage is about palm oil and the production of palm oil. And whenever they label the passage, bad news. What is labeling the passage? A, B, C, D, and all that. The bad news is there may be type B questions. Type B questions where questions and their answers are not in order. Okay, so whenever there is like A, B, C, D, it means that. All right, don't worry, I'm with you. We'll do it together. Okay, so everything is about palm oil. You use cooking oil at home? Yeah, yeah, it's like that. Yes, yeah. It depends on the questions. It doesn't depend on the passage. It depends on the questions. If the questions are sentence completion and true false not given, then it will come step by step. Otherwise, it will not be like that. Okay. All right. Now, after palm oil, please come to questions 14 to 20. Which section contains the following information and how many questions? 7. Now, these 7 questions are enough to spoil your IELTS reading. You know why? For each question, you need a full trip of all the passage from A to Z. Then second question, again scanning A to Z. Then third question, again scanning A to Z. Okay, so if you start with it, that's a plan for disaster. After 3-4 questions, you'll be, oh God, and then you will miss easy questions as well, right? Questions 21 to 22, what is that? Double multiple choice questions, where out of 5 you have to select 2 answers. And then we've got questions 23 to 26, complete the sentences below. That is sentence completion. So where should we start from? Sentence completion first, then you can go to multiple choice, and then you can come back to which paragraph contains the following information. Okay. And you know, this order of attempting the questions is very important. If you start from there, when you reach sentence completion, your brain will not support you. So you need to see where to start from. That arrangement is very important. Never follow the arrangement they have given, like 14 to 20, 21, 22. Just you see what is easy for you, and then you can do it accordingly. Questions 23 to 26, complete the sentences below. Choose no more than 2 words. Question number 23, one advantage of palm oil for manufacturers. Now let's look for manufacturers advantage. Manufacturers advantage. Look for manufacturers advantage. Manufacturers. First paragraph, 4th line. Now what is it? It's the location of the answer. Once you find the location of the answer, you will have to read the question again. One advantage of palm oil for manufacturers is that it stays. Underline the word stays. And I have noticed several times in IELTS for stays, they use the word remains. Stays and remains. Now listen, one benefit of palm oil is that for manufacturer, it stays dash even when not refrigerated. Now look at me. Not refrigerated means room temperature. Not refrigerated means room temperature. Now let's look for that. Please come back. I'm reading it from 4th line. Why is palm oil so attractive? Found it? Okay. Why is palm oil so attractive for manufacturers? Primarily because its unique properties, such as remaining solid at room temperature. Now what is the answer? Room temperature. That's stupid. Okay. Just kidding. Answer is solid. For remaining, the word is stays. For room temperature, the word is not refrigerated. So answer is solid. Question number 24. The dash is the best known of the animals. Now listen, best known of the animals means the answer is going to be the name of one animal species. Right? One animal species. So they say the dash is the best known of the animals suffering habitats loss as a result of spread of oil palm plantation. Now where we found one answer, we'll just read on. An answer is going to be the best known of animals. So please come back. Animals. Can you see they are talking about animals in paragraph C? Elephants, tigers and all that. Found it? Okay, I'm reading it from third last line. Endangered species, most famously. Now what does most famously mean? Best known. Best known and most famously. So they say here, endangered species, most famously the Sumatran orangutan. Sumatran orangutan. And don't worry if you don't know the meaning, it's the name of a bird. Sumatran orangutan, but also rhinos and all that. So most famously, Sumatran orangutan. What will be the answer? Sumatran orangutan. Okay? Just enjoy. Don't worry about the meaning of Sumatran orangutan and all that. Yes, Sumatran orangutan. You can check on Google, just write Sumatran orangutan and all that. Question number 25, as one of its criteria for certification of sustainable palm oil, RSPO. Now RSPO is our clue word. Just see where RSPO is. RSPO. RSPO is in paragraph G. So it means answer will be there. Now let's read the question carefully. As one of its criteria means criteria of RSPO for certification of sustainable palm oil, the RSPO insists, underline RSPO insists, and go back to the passage and find RSPO insists. RSPO insists. Found it? Now answer will start from here. Now we will need to see what is it that RSPO insists. So paragraph G, fifth line after comma. After full stop, the RSPO insists upon no virgin forest clearing, transparency and regular assessment of carbon stocks. Now they say transparency and regular assessment of carbon stock among other criteria. So this is one of their criteria. What is the criteria? Regular assessment of carbon stocks. Come back to the question. As one of its criteria for certification of sustainable palm oil, RSPO insists that growers check dash on a routine basis. Now what is the word for routine basis? Regular assessment. Regular assessment means check on routine basis, and answer is carbon stocks. Good. Question number 26. Elwood and his researchers. Now let's look for Elwood. Elwood. H paragraph. This is what we call location. So first find location, then read question, and then search for the answer. Now let's read the question 26. Elwood and his researchers are looking into whether the bird's nest fern could restore. Underline the word restore. Bird nest fern could restore. Now this bird's nest fern is a kind of a plant. Okay. Underline the word restore and write the word recover. Restore and recover are synonyms. So Elwood, and we look for the word recover what? Okay, now please come to fourth last line. Fourth last line. Elwood believes. Paragraph H, fourth last line. Elwood believes that reintroducing the bird's nest fern into oil palm plantations could potentially allow these areas to recover their biodiversity. To recover means to restore. And answer is biodiversity. Good job. पॉजिटिव रहना है एंड तक, ठीक है, और इस टेस्ट को घर जाके रिपीट करना है।